Hi everybody, it's me Alex. We are at 2 months post-op. I made a 1 month post-op video, but it was lame. I'm not going to put it up. So at 2 months, the scars are looking really good. I do have some hard ridges or lumps. The doctors think are seromas, which is like fluid buildup. I don't think that's a normal thing that should be happening at 2 months, but they don't seem worried about it, so I guess I won't worry about it. They say it'll get absorbed. Um, so I'll go ahead and show you what the chest looks like. Nice and flat. See, I got a little bit of a tummy though, but I'm going to work on that with working out and dieting now that I can get out of bed and do a lot of exercise. At 2 months, you're able to go ahead and hit the gym and work out really hard. So the scarring, I've been using the strips, those silicone strips, that to help the scarring, and I use some kinesiology tape to kind of like hold down the lumps and ridges that are occurring. But this is what it looks like at 2 months. I opted for no nipples, so you can see how that ridge is right there. And I got a really bad one right here. You can still see the drainage holes. So I opted for no nipples. I think the grafted nipples never really look right, no matter how hard they try. And later on in a year, or maybe even 2 years from now, when everything is settled down and I filled it out and it looks more natural, I'll get the tattoos, 3D tattoos, so it doesn't look so much like an alien. Anyway, overall, I'm happy with the surgery. I love wearing clothes now. All of my shirts, I feel much more confident, much more like showing off, I guess. Even though under the shirt it's not perfect, and I have those little lumpy problems and things like that. I think in about a year it'll smooth out. I'm gonna work out a lot, diet a lot, and try to make the best body I can. But that's what it's looking at 2 months. The scars look really, really good. Those strips work really well, I think. I people still call me ma'am a lot, at least here in my hometown. I don't know if that's because they know me and they just know me as a girl and they just go with that now and then. But even people I don't know are still calling me ma'am. I never thought I would be bothered by it, but I am bothered by it now because I feel like I've worked so hard and come so far and have transitioned so much that I should be looking like a guy right now to the innocent bystander. And it bothers me that most people don't see that. Of course, it is only a year and 2 months in. I mean, that's like halfway, maybe less than halfway through the transition. I could use some more patience. But I did go on vacation, and on vacation, everybody called me Mr. or Sir, except for maybe like 2 people. So I don't know what the difference was. Was it because I was someplace where people don't know me or know who I am, and everyone just sees the masculine part, or what? I think maybe because my hair is so cool and stylish that most guys, straight guys, don't bother to make their hair so nice, and it's more of a feminine thing to do. So they're queuing off on like my styled hair. One person did comment that when she called me ma'am, oh no, I mean sir. We asked, well, she's like, I'm sorry, I was just looking at the hair. so I thought about buzzing it off and going military cut. But no, I like having fun here. See, I had all my pretty little designs and everything. I like having fun with my hair, my stylish hair. So I'm not going to buzz it off just so that people think I'm a guy. I decided that's no way to go. My whiskers are growing out a little bit more. Got a little shadow under there. Mustache is getting a little darker. That seems like it's taking forever to grow too. Aside from all of the physical changes, one question I've been getting quite a bit is if I'm happy now or happier now that I'm transitioned or am transitioning. And I don't think the transition is what makes me happy, or I think will make anyone happy. I spent a lot of time being depressed and angry and very, very unhappy. And I put a lot of work into changing that mindset, changing the way I think, and working on the way I react to my feelings. And I went through a lot of therapy and a whole lot of practice and a whole lot of changing of my mindset before I ever thought about transitioning. And through that process, I became a happier person. It had nothing to do with the transition. But because I went through that process and became a happier person and was able to let go of a whole lot of garbage, it made the transition possible. I don't think I would have had the guts to transition if I hadn't done all that work to make me a happier person to begin with. So no, I don't think transitioning made me happy, but in the process of being a happier person, it made that transition not only happen, but happen in a very positive way. Even though I've had some bumps and, I have a little angst about not happening fast enough, and, I have little imperfections with the surgery and everything. Overall, it's a fantastic experience. I'm very, very happy with what I'm turning into, and I look forward into working on it every day. Another question I get a lot, besides are you getting happy, is I guess, do I feel different in my soul? Somebody asked me if it was going to change my soul. I think it was my mother when I first told her about this. She said, well, is it going to change your soul? And is God going to be mad at you and stuff like that? And no, I don't feel like a different person. If anything, I feel more like me. And I feel more confident in expressing the meanness, if that's even a word, than I ever did before. And so that's pretty cool. So no, it didn't change my soul, but it did enhance it. Maybe transitioning is a lot like drinking and drugs. It just enhances what's already there, So, if you're a pretty happy person, transitioning is probably going to blow that, out of the sky. If you're a very confident person, it's going to boost you even more. I think on the flip side, I haven't personally experienced it, but if you're a very unhappy person, very insecure person, transitioning may be harder on you and may make you feel even more insecure, because there's an awkward stage you go through. You're kind of half boy and half girl, and people don't know, what to call you, what to think of you, or how to act around you. And if you're already insecure and unhappy about that, it could make it worse. So I guess my advice, my tip is work on you before you work on your body. Because the changes are just going to enhance what's already there. And I think that's all I have to talk about now. I'll catch up with you again next month. Hopefully I'll have a solid month of exercise and eating right, and I'll see if any of these imperfections that are happening from the surgery are getting better. And I'll let you know then. One thing about the surgery I was surprised about, the sensation. It hurt. It hurt probably for the first 2 or 3 weeks. You have the sharp pains, and you can definitely tell that you're getting sliced open and stuff like that. But once that pain subsides, you get a numbness. There's a whole band in my chest that feels really tight and numb. Like if I touch it, I don't feel myself touching it. And after about the 3 weeks of the pain subsiding and the soreness subsiding, and you feel nothing but numb, you start to itch because it's healing up really good, and you have the itchiness. But when you go to scratch it, you can't feel the scratch. so you have this itchiness that you can't scratch because when you touch it, it's just numb and there's nothing there. That feeling of numbness and tightness is still there. I hope it goes away, because it does feel, not natural or something. But from all accounts, from what I've heard from people who've had breast surgery, cancer patients, not only trans men, but cancer patients, that feeling does come back somewhat, sometimes maybe even 100%. You just got to give it time. Okay, so that's all I've got to say for this 2-month update. I'll see you next month.